Hey everyone, it's Tobes, and welcome to your second monitor. Today for Midweek Magic, we have Phantom Golden Sealed. This is a pretty fun event. We get 6 golden packs, which are boosters that are full of lots of stuff, mostly like rares and mythics and, cool cards like that, presumably cool arts as well. And we get to make a 40-card deck out of it in a sealed event. Sealed is one of my favorite ways to play limited Magic, so this seems pretty fun. Definitely started this recording a moment ago, and it glitched out on me, so it may not give us the cool animation of opening the packs, but I have not seen our pool yet, so we're going to see what all is in it. Let's get in. Oh, we do get to see the packs. Great. And it's going to show us everything because it's golden packs. So we've got a lot of cool stuff in here, and we're just going to go into our deck building screen, see what we can make out of this. All right, what all do we have? So this looks like a bunch of pretty nice white cards. Looks like we've got, what is that, like a dozen white spells and then a land? We're very light on blue. Wow, it's 6 blue cards entirely. All right, for black, we're also pretty light. Red, we've got a little bit more, and green, we're doing okay on. But then, of course, we've got some gold. And so, yeah, and got a nice Verge in Gruul colors, which might be what we do, but I feel like it's crazy to skip out on the white. So let's take a look at what we got in white. Case of the Uneaten Feast is life gain. So is Minwu. So that's pretty good. Cloud cares about equipment. Do we have any equipment? Do we have any? We have a Buster Sword. Maybe that seems good. Father to Son is about vehicles. We may not care about that. Grand Abolisher is Grand Abolisher. Heartflame Duelist does want us to be in Boros. Maybe we can be. Enduring Innocence is classic. One Last Job is Reanimation. Let's just see what it looks like if we make a Boros deck. Do we have 3 Minwus? Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's pretty sweet. All right, now we've got our red cards. We got some duplicates in here, which might be nice. And that does give us a full-size deck. We'll go ahead and put that Buster Sword in and look and see if we have any cool lands. Cavern of Souls, do we have anything? We've got a lot of humans, so we could sure put the Cavern of Souls in for humans, I guess. Yeah, might as well, since we've got it. And Ultima, what do you do for us? Let us tap for that kind of thing. We actually have several cards, though, that could go in a Naya deck. Well, let's see if a Naya deck is in our future. We'll put all of these green cards in, too. Maybe we start from there. All right. None of the rest of this works for us. So, all right, we've got 19 cuts. Let's see what our deck looks like if we build it this way. We will separate out our creatures. Got a lot of creatures. All right, what is less than exciting to me? That's kind of cool, but for 6 mana, I don't know about it. Dazzling Theater is Convoke. We've got a lot of good stuff for that. Prop Room. Yeah, okay. Hit the Mother Load is probably not going to be something we play, but we'll just cut it for now. Undergrowth Recon lets us get lands back. We'll think about that. I'm not that excited about One Last Job. Father to Son, same is true for vehicles. We didn't have any vehicles in here, I don't think. Artiquette, no. We've got an equipment, that's good. Artist Talent. We'll see if we're doing any discarding, but we might be just okay on that. We'll leave the case in here, and then we'll see about tokens in a minute as well. So let's take a look. We've only got 3 non-creatures, so we'll just do this. What do we have? Moonshaker Cavalry is very expensive, but will close things out for us. Of course, it does require 3 sources of white, which maybe is not what we want. Jumbo Cactuar is pretty nice. Incinerator of the Guilty. When it deals combat damage to a player, we can collect evidence and burn that player's stuff. Seems good. Gilgamesh lets us find equipment, put it on the battlefield, and we can attach it to a samurai, which is probably just Gilgamesh. Yeah, it looks like. But that's okay. We've got the Buster Sword. We might be able to find it. How deep are we digging? 6 cards? Yeah. Minwu, we got a lot of those. I don't know that we need all of them, but we'll keep going. Bart's cares about birds. How many birds do we have going on here? Just Bart's and Boko. So each other bird, not very great. I love the Overlord, especially if we're playing more than 2 colors. Summon Titan also might be helpful for us in that way. Dion is about knights, but is a 4-mana 3/3 that makes a 2/2, and we can pump up all of our other creatures. That's not horrible. Saphir, what's your deal? When it attacks alone, it gets double strike, or when anything attacks alone, it gets double strike. And when this deals combat damage to a player, we can cast an instant or sorcery. That may be okay for us. I'm not 100% on it. This dragon lets us blow up non-basics, which might be good, but I don't think we need 2 of them. Cerberus surveils, cares about instants and sorceries. I think we're going to keep it. Bristlewood Farmer is a good card. Hugs lets us ramp, which might be nice. A little bit difficult to cast. I think Hugs is going to go over here in the maybe pile. We might have a couple of other maybes. In fact, yeah, I think this is a maybe. Enduring Innocence, well, what do we have in terms of small things? We're going to find out. Enduring Innocence is a maybe but a yes. Maybe so rather than maybe not. Care about legendary spells. I feel like we've got plenty of those, but we're going to see if that continues. And what does it actually do for us? Draws us cards? Sure. Furion. Cares about equipped creatures. Cares about equipment. Makes a token copy of it. I'm going to cut one of those for sure. We may be cutting both. Second spell, 2 damage to target opponent. That seems okay. For a 2/3 haste for 3, okay. Pugnacious Hammer Skull. How many other dinosaurs are we running? None. Get rid of the Hammer Skull. I mean, it's a 3-mana 6/6. That blocks okay. We'll put that in the Enduring Innocence pile. Surak cares about our creatures being targeted, but it's a 4/3 with trample for 3. That's not bad. Tyvar really likes big creatures. I think Tyvar's fine. Balin is very good for us if we're making tokens, but I don't know whether we are making tokens. Yeah, I'm not sure about Balin. We'll put Balin over here. Girid cares about our creatures that make tokens. Interesting. And then with Balin, I don't know if we're doing more than that, but I think Girid is worth keeping. 3/3 haste for our colors. Yeah, okay, Buster Sword, we got that. Heartflame Duelist is not doing that much for us, so we'll put it over here. Cloud, we've already seen Cloud. The Draconautics Engineer, I mean, it's nice. It's a 2/2 for 2. That's fine. So if we're losing 6 cards over here, we need to cut 2 more. Let's just go ahead and cut all these. Unless we want to bring back our Enduring Innocence, which I don't think we do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures that are going to trigger it. So I think the Moonshaker Cavalry, it's just not likely that we're going to get to it. Incinerator the Guilty is pretty nice. We've got a bunch of good stuff up here. Convoke would be good for us. I think we keep it. We have 2 Summon Titans. Maybe we don't need both. Yeah, our curve is a little funky, but we're going to see. Let's give this a try. What do we got? Lorwyn Eclipsed lands? Sure. Let's rebalance our lands. Guess we don't need to. All right, we're going to try it. Let's Naya it up. And we're going to put this Thornspire Verge on our deck box. All right. Naya it is. Let's get into it. I always appreciate Sealed. Oh, game 1 against Madiak 7? Yes, Madiak 7. That's what we'll say. So this hand is not terrific for us. We've got nothing to do early on. So let's mulligan. Oh, this is better. Yeah, this is fine. We're going to keep this, and I think we bottom the Titan, perhaps? Yeah, okay. We can do this prop room. We're still not really doing much until turn 3, but that's alright. We will place Surak. Exile something. And then their creatures get haste. Seems good. We'll get Surak. We might get Tyvar next. Or we might get this prop room. Alright, they're going to bounce our Surak, which will draw us a card. That's okay. Can't really use it too well, but we might want to cut this, in fact. Although, we've got double white now. Could do something good with it. A challenging situation, but I think the right choice is to replay Surak. Just because it's got good stats. Jill can come back as some kind of big thing. Ooh, the Masamune. Don't really know what it does, but it seems cool. We've got our Overlord. I think we get in with Surak and play the Overlord second main. That gives us more of our fixing, just more mana in general, really. Would like to be able to do this prop room so we can untap our stuff. We can do that with Venet, and then we've got two things that'll draw us cards. That's not terrible. Opponent's thinking about it. What does the Masamune actually do? Attacking, it has to be blocked and has first strike. And it doubles death triggers and emblems. Or death triggers on creatures and emblems. Okay. Oh, they've got the Porcelain Gallery available to them. That is pretty sweet. Sure wish we had some good removal in our deck. But Porcelain Gallery is going to be a problem once they have enough creatures. Are they going to attack? We have to block if so. Maybe they have a combat trick? Or maybe they just felt like equipping it. We'll see. Tune in next week. If we don't draw a land, I think we play Venet and Tyvar. Okay, we got a land. That's good. Let's attack. Get ourselves another everywhere. Alright, do 10 damage. Pretty good. Here's Venet. And here is our prop room. We're going to untap our creatures. And we're doing great on defense. They've got Jeskai mana. And 5 of it. So we'll see what they've got for us. Collector's Cage. Oh, that's fun. Lets them put a counter on something, and then if they have Coven, they can play the hidden away card. But I don't imagine that they've got, within their 3 mana, or really 2 mana since it costs 1 to activate this, I don't believe they're going to be able to get that out this turn. They can put a counter on Jill, that's fine. We can still block with our Overlord without risking anything. Yep, alright. Well, we're gonna Minwu rather, and draw ourselves a card. And we'll Tyvar as well, we might as well. Just get it all out. I guess we don't get more card draw. Alright, Surak goes in. I think that's it for us. Yep, good game, Mattiak 7. I'm sure there's an easy way to say that, but I'm not getting it. Anyway, game 1 goes to us. That seems good. And our prize will be a Grievous Wound. The worst prize. Incredible art, though. Very cool. Surprised I didn't see that much more in Standard. But, to be fair, didn't play that much Standard at the time. Okay, game 2 against Westmounter. we have a hand that I'm not satisfied with. But we can sure play it. We just don't have a play until turn 5, maybe? Let's look for something better. This lets us get Cloud out early and Grand Abolisher. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll toss Gilgamesh. Sorry, Gilgamesh, you just cost 6 mana. We'll play the Cavern on humans. Double blue. Are they just going to pass? Okay, well, we're playing Cloud then. We're not Grand Abolishing into that. I guess it doesn't matter. With Cavern of Souls, we're unable to be countered. Buster Sword lets us draw and then cast something based on the damage we did. Seems good. They cycle their Waxen Shape Thief. Probably to find some mana. More blue mana. Interesting. Well, we're going to play the Buster Sword. And we're going to attack with Cloud. Okay. So this next turn, we can equip the Buster Sword and play Grand Abolisher. Fomori Vault. Really? Alright. What do they have in mind? I mean, look at mono blue right now with the Teferi emblem and these John Avon Islands. I feel like, ooh. Okay, interesting. All right. Let's Grand Abolisher now, just to get that going. We will Buster Sword onto Cloud. Go ahead and attack for 5. And we get to double trigger, thanks to Cloud. We get to cast basically whatever we want here. Let's get out this prop room so we can untap Cloud, and they're done. Good game, Westmounter. Yeah, Cloud with the Buster Sword, pretty good, and having our Grand Abolisher to back it up. Yep, I feel you. All right, our little prize is going to be Wick the World Mind. Oh, very cool. Grixis Bloomburrow Legend. Neat. Creepy snails, rather. Good times. Okay, into game 3 against Hantir. We've got our 3 colors. We can Uneaten Feast early. We can Buster Sword. This is not terrific. I don't like not being able to play Tyvar. I think this is probably going to get us killed, but we're going to try it. Start with our case. Let's turn the lights off a little bit. You have to gain 5 or more life. Not likely in this deck, but you never know. Okay, Incinerator of the Guilty doesn't help us. Hopefully we'll draw another green source so we can play Tyvar this next turn. Otherwise, we just play the Buster Sword. They get a Knight from the Virtue of Loyalty. All right. We don't have what we needed, so we'll just Buster Sword for now. Played another Plains, so they don't know that we are also red yet. Oh, they've got their own Venet. Alright, we got a Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls, unfortunately, does not save us here. How many elves do we have? Just the one, right? Is it worth playing that just to get Tyvar out? I mean, probably better than nothing. Let's put it on... Well, Tyvar is a warrior too. We can put it on warriors. Maybe that's something else that we have. Tyvar. Gain life, pass the turn. Tyvar, if we had another creature, we could make him indestructible. We don't. So if they use a removal spell on him right now, that is okay with me. And he joins up as a removal spell. Sounds good. We go down to 14. And Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Unfortunate. Yeah, that Cavern of Souls. I mean, we don't have that many things we could put it on that aren't human, I guess. We go down to 9 here, and they've got full mana, so what do we play, opponent? Is it just the Virtue of Loyalty? No, it's Elspeth Stormslayer. I think we're done. Elspeth as a token doubler, and yeah, we've got this, but I mean, what does it matter? Buster Sword on Furion. Has haste now, actually, so I guess we can... If we take 7, yeah, I guess we can... I don't know. We attack Elspeth, obviously. I mean, they just chump block, and then we lose. Yeah. Elspeth adds 3 damage here. So that's 3 and 7 and 9, so we're at 1. Elspeth does not give them haste, so we're not dead. But they have vigilance. Okay, never mind. We're not going to die the way I thought we were. Stiltskin. Alrighty. Well, we're at 4. Can we get out of this? No. We sure can play the Overlord and just give him a good game. Good game, Huntier. What's great about Midweek Magic is that you can lose games and it just doesn't matter. Just keep playing until you get your 3 wins, or however many wins you want to keep playing for. I think our deck is fun. I don't think it's super balanced, but it doesn't have to be. All right, game 4 against Starwasag. Okay. This hand sucks. We can play the Draconautics Engineer, but we're not anywhere close to our other stuff. Let's mulligan. This is better. We can drop our Incinerator of the Guilty and get out Surak at least on turn 3. We'll start off with this Plains, just in case we draw a second Plains and we can Grand Abolisher. They've got Sarkon, Dragon Ascendant. Do they behold a dragon? They beholden the dragon. Ooh. We've got a Cavern of Souls, which we can use on humans, which gives us Grand Abolisher. Sweet. They've got their searching for 2 forests, basically cultivating. Seems good. We're not going to block. Feel free to swing in. Yep. We will play Surak. Attack with Grand Abolisher. Gired can come next. It's possible that our opponents will have some tokens come in. We can make copies of those. That seems cool. Meringue River Regent. Yep, that's going to be the game for us as they bounce both of our creatures. We do get to draw some cards off of this. Pretty good. Cloud is pretty nice. But I don't think we're going to get out of this. So let's just play out the Abolisher again. And we're going to replay... Oh, we can't replay Cloud. Or we can't play Cloud. Alright. Tella Great Sage. Okay. We will take 9, go to 6, and that's going to be it for us. Draconautics Engineer is not going to do it. Yep. Good game, Starwasag. Alrighty. I believe all but maybe one of our games so far, we have mulliganed down to 6. I wonder if that will continue. Okay, game 5 against Paimei. The Untouchable. This hand... We've got a turn 3 play. I'll keep it. Still drawing the big stuff. Brynhild. So we get to exile a card. Alright, oh, we can play this Forest, and maybe we'll happen into Tyvar next turn. That will be alright with me. We can at least block Brynhild this turn. They're on Rakdos colors so far. They've got this Bonehorde Dracosaur, which I don't know if they're going to be able to ramp into, but we're going to find out. Rowan Scion of War. Interesting. Haven't seen you in a while. Sure can't block it. Alright. Well, we're going to play Dion, Bahamut's Dominant. And we get the Buster Sword. That's a cool card. We got a Knight, and we can block Rowan now. And Brynhild is going to go away. Another untapped land would let us play the Buster Sword and then equip it immediately. What is your deal? Ward, when it attacks, attach an equipment to it. Lord Skitter's Blessing gives it a wicked roll. That's cool. Right. I'm just going to block with Dion right here. Go to 11. Ooh, we've got Tyvar. But why use Tyvar when we can Buster Sword? Swinging for 8. Get a Buster Sword trigger. Allowing us to play, I think... I mean, any of these seem good. Let's do the dragon. Why not? If they spend their turn removing it, presumably that's all they're going to be able to do, and then Rowan can attack us and we go into 7. Okay. Cast our second spell. We're going to take 2 damage. That's okay. We'll just cast 1 spell. Or we won't. Good game, Paimei. That is our 3rd win on our 5th game. And our cosmetic prize will be, Burnout Bastronaut in this pretty funky golden art. Yep, seems fine. Well, we've gotten in 5 games. Let's do a little bit more. All right. Going into game 6 against Nomada, we have a fine opening hand, actually. Can't really do anything past turn 2, but we can at least get there. Casing the Eat and Feast. Stiltskin is a 1/2 lifelink that draws cards by giving their stuff away. Okay. Meanwhile, we have Cloud, who gains us that life back, but also finds this Buster Sword. Since we can't play Girid next turn, I figure we just drop our Verge, I suppose. Oh yeah, of course we drop a Verge. That gets us back this Battler, or gets us out this Battler. We can attack for 4. And then the idea is next turn we play our Forest and Girid, and then when we get our 5th source of untapped mana, we can just drop the Buster Sword and immediately equip it. Ooh, Valor's Flagship. They just cycle it just to draw a card. Okay, no pilots. Alright, well, Forest. Let's play out Tyvar. Let's attack. Do they kill Cloud? I assume they do. So we don't get double Buster Sword triggers. Yep, that's fine. They got Alania. Okay, we'll see how that goes for them. When we Buster Sword, attach it to Tyvar, attack with Tyvar. And we can cast Minwu next. Or the Bristlewood Farmer. I think we'll do Minwu. Minwu's higher mana value. Does 2 damage to them. We gain life. Minwu gets a little bigger. Seems good. And we can always make Tyvar indestructible by tapping another creature. Which we will have to do right now. They're not going to copy it, obviously. That would be crazy. That would just give us a free card. They copy it. Okay, sure. Okay. Works for me. Let's get out this dragon. Blow up their non-basic. They can get a basic, but it comes in with a stun counter on it and tapped. We will play this Summon Titan and mill 5. Got some land in there, good. And we'll play this as a land and pass the turn. Presumably, that's it for them. They may have another Wrath, though. We don't know. They don't. Good game, Nomada. Golden Sealed always ends up with a pretty janky deck. Feel like you end up with a lot of high mana value spells, especially creatures, so it's hard to get to. Okay, game 7 against, I don't know who this is. I don't speak Japanese, or read Japanese either. We can't get out the Abolisher. We can get out Girid turn 3. I guess we do that. We'll start off with Ishgard. Maybe we draw basic planes and we can play the Abolisher. But if not, we Thornspire Verge. Okay. And we can Surak, which maybe gives us card draw. Surak. Furion. Oh, a Virtue of Loyalty in response. Okay. We've got a Knight, which we can block. If we wish. Tiny Bones is here. We are not attacking into Tiny Bones. At least we have land, though. We can... Maybe we do attack into Tiny Bones. Just to see if they're willing to get rid of it. Yep, looks like. Interestingly, the Buster Sword is not legendary. Summoner's Grimoire. When it attacks, you put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, wow. Well, we're going to attack with Surak, because I don't think that they're going to do that. They're going to block, rather. Yep. Doing fine. So if we can get another land, we can play out our Buster Sword. Sure. Oh, they don't attack. Interesting. We've got our land. We're going to put it on humans. We're going to play our Buster Sword. Make a second Buster Sword. We are going to attach the original Buster Sword to Surak because Surak has Trample, of course. We can't equip this, can we? Oh, it costs 2 less to activate. Wow, that's crazy. All right, we're doing that. Okay. Get it. Very, very nice. We're going to play Venet. Venet cares about us casting legendary spells? Yeah. So we're just going to get out our... Do we set them back on mana? I think we just... Yeah, I think we'll do that. It also flies, so we can put the Buster Swords on it next turn if we want. This may be the end of the game for them, honestly. We're going to see. Oh, it's only for 1 turn. That's fine. That's totally reasonable. I like how I read this and forgot every bit of text on it, and I'm just surprised by every step of it. Good game, unknown friend. All right. Well, that is 7 games. We're down. We're 5-2 right now. Let's keep it going. Maybe we'll go a few more. At least one more. Okay, game 8 against Kenshin 1. The original Kenshin. Unless there was like a Kenshin 0 before that. This is not terrible. Because we can at least play out Furion and then Dion if we get a land. We can play the Buster Sword. Yeah, okay. Cavern of Souls on humans. We've got a forest. We can Overlord as well if we want to get more mana. I think let's Furion first. So then that lets us play the Buster Sword and equip the copy and get in with it, hopefully. Assuming they don't kill Furion. And that's Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to deal with all that. Instead, the Buster Sword. We make a copy of it. We equip the copy. We get in for 6. Thank you. And I think we just play out the Overlord. Seems good. Get ourselves some land, and we'll pass. Thanks, friend. They've got a Sanguine Evangelist. That seems good. Alright. We can... This is not a knight, is it? No. That's alright. We'll play Bahamut. Dion, Bahamut's dominant. Make a knight. Equip the original Buster Sword to Dion and just hang in there. And just hang in there. Seems good. Seems like they're a little bit too nice right now. Elinda, Saint of Dusk, love this card from Foundations, but not super relevant to us right now. We're going to play Minwu, and we're going to get in the air with our Knights. They block Dion with the bat, of course, and we'll just pass. Just don't want to get in because of the Screaming Nemesis. It's too annoying. Okay, they blow up our Dion. That's fine. We would like to summon a Titan, I think. And now we can Buster Sword on our Overlord. We're going to attack with the Overlord. They will presumably block with the Screaming Nemesis, so they do 9 damage to something. Maybe us. Primal Odin. Okay. Yeah, seems good. Do enough damage to kill our Overlord, which is fine with me. We've got another bat. We've got a Titan, though. And we're getting one land back at least. That's fine. Let's play out... I guess let's put it on the Titan. What the heck? I understand how dangerous this is for us, and I just sort of don't mind. 10-9 Trampler? Sure. We at least get to cast something good, which is going to be our Bristlebud Farmer, unless we get something better right here. Let's find out. Nope. Bristlebud Farmer it is. And let's pass. Do they have a Wrath? Nope. Good game, Kenshin 1. Doing okay. That was game 8. We're sort of stacking them up. Having said that, I assume we're going to lose this next one, but we'll see. Okay, this is game 9 against Coco a Go-Go. This is an unfortunate hand. It doesn't let us Grand Abolisher right away, but we're going to try. We're going to play the Plains. If we draw a second Plains, we can play the Abolisher. Nope. We'll play this Forest then. And we'll get ready to Overlord, I think? Maybe? If we draw another land, we will play Tyvar instead. But I think we Overlord just to get out... Just impend it, rather? Yeah, that's fine. Let's impend. Get ourselves another mana. That gets us closer to the Titan, which is pretty good. Or the Bristlebud Farmer on its own is honestly fine. Tersa Light Shatter. When it attacks, if there are 7 more cards in your graveyard, you can play one of them at random. Neat. We've got a Beast Binder. That's cool. Alright, we've got Furion, which is fine. I do like the Grand Abolisher, but I feel like we need to use our mana more efficiently at this point. So let's do the Bristlebud Farmer. Maybe the Heartborn Battler will be something good for us to do soon. But just having a 5/5 blocker is probably okay for now. Maybe it eats a removal spell, that's fine with me. Gets a counter when they cast a non-creature spell and they draw their 3rd card. Do they attack? No. Stuck on 3 lands, and that's enough for him. Good game, Coco Go-Go. Sorry about you getting stuck on lands. That was our 9th game. Let's play one more, and hopefully this will go well for us, and we'll be able to enjoy it as our final game for the evening. Okay, game 10 against Trezor. We could get stuck on stone nothing the entire game with this hand. I hate to throw away a 3-lander, but I don't feel bad about this. We can at least play Tyvar. We'll throw away Gilgamesh for now. Let's get out our Verge. Okay, we'll play Plains, because we may play Cloud. Probably we're going to go Tyvar next turn. Razorkin, Needlehead. Okay, we do have 4 mana, which is good. Tyvar it. This next turn we will Dion unless we can get Cloud. Cloud and the Buster Sword is pretty sweet. Oh, Mutable Explorer sleeves, love it. They've got the Planisphere again. Okay, we've got a Battler, which I don't think they're going to be going for yet. Let's play out Dion. And let's just attack with Tyvar. And maybe they won't read him. Okay, they did. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Okay. We'll see if they have a deck that supports it. Maybe they do. We draw. We're at 5 mana. That's okay with me. Don't have 2 white, and that's not okay with me. But at least we can swing with all 3. Or even... No, we'll hold back with the Battler. Okay. They take 8. We will pass. Alright, they've got a 4th land. Do they play 2 spells and get hit with the Battler? Let's find out. Anam Pakal, wow. That sure is annoying. They have a trick? Let's find out. Doesn't look like. Good game, Trezar. All right, that was game 10. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe. Make sure to ring the bell if you want to be notified when I post more of my videos. Come play Midweek Magic yourself. Golden Sealed is really fun. Just any kind of Phantom event that's sealed or any kind of limited event is a good time. I think we have another one next week. But yeah, other than that, like and subscribe. And remember, Magic is fun. You should play more Magic.